This model kit review is of the Dornier Arrow, the Do-335. It's a 1/48 scale model, and it's by Monogram before it became Revell, but it's from the Pro Modeler line, which usually means a lot more detail. Here you can see we've got the photos of the finished product and the dimensions. This includes some photo etch parts. There's some additional photos. So look inside. This one's already been started. Let's have a look at all these pieces here. Here are our propellers, nicely molded. As you can see, they are counter-rotating because one was in the front, one was in the back. Here is our cockpit. It's been put together really on the nose wheel well, and good amount of detail there. Looks like the back of the fuselage. And these are the wings. There's some landing lights, flap areas. It looks like these are all raised panel lines and rivet lines. We do have some pilot figures, and we see these guys throughout Monogram and Revell model kits, especially this guy. Some very exaggerated wheel compression from sitting on the ground. That's very exaggerated. Might need to get sanded down a little bit. Definitely the join needs to. Here are our flaps and our instrument panel. Looks like the cockpit, sorry, the fuselage has already been put together. Fairly good quality on the molding. Here's some areas that need to get filled. And we have our engine parts that are exposed with fairly reasonable quality there and amount of detail. Some nice detail of the air intake there. So here we have, looks like part of our stabilizer. Maybe some wheel well covers and some detail on the other side. And parts for the wheels. Looks like the engine bay covers and our nose. Spinners for the propeller, landing gear. And body parts for our antenna. Here's the lower wing. Some detail on the wheel well. Fair amount of surface detail, but it's all raised. And other parts of the landing gear and our tails. It looks like there are two versions that you can build. And this one comes with the extra pilots. So this guy will sit in front there or there. We do have some photo etched parts. And let's look at our decals. Reasonable and nicely printed. Here are the canopy parts, nicely molded. Let's look at our instructions. So there are the colors needed, and shows the fuselage and other parts going together. Here's a photo of the real plane, and here's a photo of the 2-pilot version. Next we need to put the engine covers on there and the cowling. Then we put the cockpit together. This is where we start to use the photo etched parts. It shows you a picture of the inside, and cockpit is built. Looks like some of that's already been done. And the instrument panel. And then this is the option for the rear cockpit. And then putting it together inside. The 2-seater version. Here's the engine bay detail. Tremendous amount of detail there if you wanted to add that. And the wings go on the fuselage. Flaps gone. And then the radar antenna. Tail is then put together. And the nose landing gear with the covers. And the main gear. So interesting enough, even though this is on the ground, you don't see that big bulge. So you will need to sand most of that off. Boarding ladder, the propeller and engine assembly, and then the canopy. We also have the figures. And here's our painting and decal guide. Showing you the sides of the other version. That's the 2-seater night version. And then the underside there. So, all in all, looks like a very detailed model. We've got 2 options for the 1-seater, 2-seater version. We've got some photo etch parts. That should be a good build.